Week 3 college football preview. Deion Sanders tries to remain undefeated. Georgia welcomes South Carolina. Love him or hate him, it cannot be denied that Deion Sanders has his number 18 Colorado Buffaloes as the talk of college football. After going 1-11 in 2022 and winning double-digit games in a season just once in the past 21 years, the new head coach has his Buffaloes undefeated after upsetting TCU and taking down rival Nebraska at home. The fast start is making a big difference in recruiting as Boulder has become the place to be. "We are receiving so many calls at this point right now that it's absurd," Sanders said Tuesday at his weekly press conference. "Just inquiring about what we do and how we do what we do in visitation and desiring to come on an unofficial or official visit. So, I'm liking where we are right now." Fox's Big Noon Kickoff was at the first two Colorado games, and the pregame show will once again make the trip to Boulder for the Buffaloes matchup with in-state rival Colorado State in Week 3. Sanders and his Buffs are in demand, with ESPN's College Game Day also making the trek to Folsom Field on Saturday. The matchup against Colorado State is the final game before Colorado's schedule gets really tough as Sanders and the Buffs head to Oregon before welcoming USC to Boulder in Week 5. But while Sanders and his overhauled roster are the talk of college sports, Week 3 of the college football season does hold a few other interesting matchups, albeit without a single top 25 matchup. Let's take a look at the games to be aware of in Week 3. Mississippi State versus number 14 LSU, noon Eastern Time. LSU head coach Brian Kelly said he misjudged his team after an opening weekend loss to Florida State. "Congratulations to Florida State. They played a great second half," Kelly said in his post-game press conference. "They were the better football team tonight. We certainly are not the football team that I thought we were." A matchup on the road against SEC West foe Mississippi State should give Kelly a better feel for his team after a dominant 72-10 win over an FCS opponent in Week 2. "Playing on the road in the SEC is a great challenge," Kelly said this week, according to 247 Sports. "Playing an SEC opponent obviously doubles that. You have to deal with all of the things that go with travel, playing at 11 a.m., cowbells, and all of those things." Tigers quarterback Jaden Daniels threw for 5 touchdowns, a career best, against Grambling State, but the Mississippi State defense allowed just 24 points in Week 2 to an Arizona offense that averaged 31.0 in 2022. The Bulldogs' defense did allow 431 yards but forced 5 turnovers in the overtime win. "You've got to get better each and every week," Mississippi State safety Marcus Banks said. "We said from the first game, you've got to get better for Arizona, and now we have to get better for LSU. It's just going to continue to get tougher, especially when we come into SEC play."